Hello and welcome back to Can You Survive? Tides of War. I am back here at the Tribal Council area as the final 4 players file on in. We will only see one more of them eliminated before the final Tribal Council is reached, and the remaining 3 will have the unique opportunity to plead their case in front of the jury at a chance to win this whole thing. And here they come.
Come on in, Final 4.
Entering Tribal Council now are Drew, Dylan, Kevin R., and Ale.
Come on in, jury. We have Katie, Dan, Zoe, Louie, Molly, Meg, Alicia, Ty, and Cameron voted out at our last Tribal Council. Okay. Drew, congrats on making the final 3. How does it feel to be wearing that necklace?
Incredible. I can't even describe it. And in that challenge, when I dropped all the blocks the first time, I thought it was over. Like, I did not think I would get a second opportunity to do that. I thought, like, I was literally fingertips away from the table and I screwed it up. It's over. So then when the second time came around, I was like, okay, like, this is your moment. You get one more chance. Someone else is going to get it if you don't, like, do it right here. And then I was getting dizzy. I was like, I feel like I'm going to pass out. And then I was like, no, pass out after you touch the table. So I was like, and then I touched it. Incredible. Like, I did not think I would be good at challenges in this game. So it's like, it blows my mind that I was able to do that.
Yeah, very impressive challenge. How did this kind of strategy session go for you? Do you feel like everyone took a step back and said, you know, this is your decision to make in terms of who's sitting next to you at Final Tribal, or did you feel like there were differing opinions from the rest of the group?
No, it was very similar to previous votes. We were very open with talking to each other, very honest about the situation, and kind of just came to a consensus within the group that we'd be voting for Kevin.
Okay, so it is a full consensus here, and you've already been told this, Kevin. What is kind of your counterpoint to try to switch anyone here to maybe make it a 2-2 tie and send this to fire or something like that?
It won't, so rather than just try and do that and waste my breath, it just won't.
Yeah. Kevin, you were also inches away from securing that final immunity. I mean, how is that going to linger in your thoughts today as you try to fight through this strategy session here?
It won't. I mean, I feel like I played a really hard game, and at the end, I knew if I didn't win that immunity with the game I was playing, they're making the right decision. I fully believe that I could have and would have won this. Maybe that's delusion, or maybe that's reality, and I wouldn't know until I talk with these lovely folks after this. But I feel like I played a really strong game, and I felt like I have the ability to pitch it and paint the picture that I was worthy of the title for this season. But came up short, and I take it as a cap nod that they're all unanimous on voting me. But it's been a phenomenal experience, and I leave with my head held high.
Okay. So, Dylan, there wasn't much pushback from Kevin once the group consensus was made, or do you feel like there were some original counter offers there?
I mean, Kevin's a fighter. It's like
literally
why we love him. And so there was, but he's also, and this is, sorry.
No, it's okay.
But he's also like, he's also a really loving, smart, and warm person, and like, it was there was like light pushback, but once everything was out in the open about how we were all feeling, what we were tending towards, it actually just became a session where we kind of just all circled up and said the things that we love about each other. It's been, the end stage of this game has been wildly more emotional, and actually wildly more, I don't know quite what the word is for it, I guess I'll use the word open, than I thought it would be. And I think that's sort of a testament to the nature of the game that all four of us have been playing here. That we were able to, that it doesn't make it any less hard, and it doesn't make it easy. But yeah, it's just that it has been this sort of, there's been no fighting really.
Okay. Ale, I mean, if that is the plan, I mean, I imagine you've been looking at the, jury and counting potential numbers and votes in your head, and you feel okay heading to the final three with Drew and Dylan?
I think so. I told this to Kevin, so I'm gonna say Kevin did not like fight. He fought hard.
Oh yeah,
Like you did your best.
I stopped now
right, like,
once Drew
right.
and Dylan told me in my face,
Yeah.
we are voting for
Yeah,
you. Like, there's
like-
a point in which you need to stop fighting.
Right. Like I just
they
think
told me
it's
to my face that
like,
it's
I just don't
over.
want it to
I
be
fought
like-
before that. It's like,
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
No,
I'm sorry,
no,
that
you're
wasn't
fine.
clear on my end.
No. I
Yeah.
just don't want
I
people
appreciate
to
that.
think that Kevin didn't try, because you tried
100%.
everything. We both did, right? Like as soon as we got out, we literally looked at each other as like, it's you or I, right? Like that's what it's going to be. We pitched to both of them and they made the decision. Obviously, I'm very thankful. I think it's hard, right? Like I think each of us has I think the jury is not going to base things on like, oh, you were really cool. Like all three of us have played really different games, and also Kevin. But I know if I was in the jury, I'll vote for Kevin. Like there's no way that I'll vote for anyone that is not Kevin, right? Like Kevin has dominated this game in so many ways. He is incredibly charming. He's incredibly intelligent. You dominated like physically, strategically. Like you've done so much. I can't sit in the end with you and allow myself to just be like, okay, I'm gonna lose, right? Like I can't do that.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm gonna win against Drew or Dylan, but I have a shot. With Kevin, I have no shot, because I would expect to be a unanimous vote for Kevin, because that's how I'm viewing the game. Again, I don't know what the jury is. I haven't talked to them. They might be like, you're a fucking idiot. That's not the case. But that is my perception, and I only have the perception that I have in this game and the perception of these players. I don't know what they've talked about. I don't know how things have changed. I hope I have a shot. I really want to have a shot. I think I have a good case, but I also think Dylan has a really good case. I think Drew has a really good case. I just think Kevin has a better case. So for me, I can't, as much as I adore Kevin, we've hugged so much. Like I adore Kevin. He's an incredible human. He's gonna be my friend forever. I can't just be like, I love you. Here's the win. No, thank you. Like we've worked way too hard for that.
Yeah.
So
it'd be unfair for me to like, I had a final three with these three and a final three with these three, and these two said they'd never write my name down, and they will tonight. But like, that'd be so silly to like play this game and hold that against them, or expect them to hold that word. I think that's silly gameplay. Like I'm proud of them, like not just staying to loyalty for staying to loyalty. This game is about lying. This game is about backstabbing, and like I'm excited to chat with the jurors that I lied and backstabbed to, because it was never personal. That's the game I played, and that's the game I respect.
Yeah.
Like the bonds and relationships I formed were real and genuine, and it sucks to have to leverage those in a game, but they were made in a genuine way, and I don't know. Y'all are scaring me over there.
They're supposed to look scary right now.
Why?
Yeah, go ahead, Dylan.
No, I was just gonna say that I agree with everything that's been said, and I just wanted to say to you while we're here that like we said we would go to the end together night one, and we're at the end together, and we almost made it. But it is, and then it does become, the game changes. The game changes, and that's something that's been like the learning curve as a rookie, is that the game keeps you on your feet, and especially in these end stages, you start thinking about the close relationships and who you have the best shot at and who you can be with, and then it goes from there.
Yeah, I mean, Drew, you were implied to have been in this final three deal, not writing anyone's name down scenario as well. I mean, how do you feel heading into a potential jury vote, knowing that that's going to be looming large on Kevin's mind and probably some of the other people that you backstabbed as well?
I mean, lying is kind of the name of the game, and you think it would get easier. We've had some very like emotional tribal councils, but I mean, every single time is just as hard, if not harder than the last. And the fact that we are so close makes it a million times harder to look him in the face and be like, I know I said I would do this, but I can't do it because it's not best for me. And I wouldn't be able to respect myself if I didn't give myself the best chance. And I think Kevin respects that. If I was being voted out because of him, I would eventually respect that as well because it's what I would want him to do.
Easy to say from your current
Right.
position.
Yeah.
Which is why it's so hard.
Yeah. Kevin, I mean, with everything that's been said, I don't want to belabor the point too much, but I also want to give you kind of a chance for some closing, potential statements. I don't know if you want to give any pitch or just talk about what this experience has meant to you at all.
Yeah, I won't be doing any pitch. There was time for that. The tears were already shed. The emotions were processed. The thoughts and feelings were shared amongst this bunch. But it's been like such a phenomenal experience. And I mean, I kept referencing this concept of just being able to be completely present and form authentic and deep relationships. And I feel like that's what I've gotten out of this is I look at the jury with their scary faces right now, but I do think that I come out of this with a genuine relationship with each and every single person here. And it's cool to have like survivor nerds that want to be outside together. Like I have a lot of indoor friends in real life. It's exciting to get some outdoor ones. Yeah, I'm just really proud of myself in the way I played, and sure the win is not for me this go around, but I leave with my head held high. And thank you all for being part of this experience for me, and I'm excited to hear what these three guys have to say.
Okay. Awesome. Well said. Unless anyone else has anything left to say, we'll get to the vote. We'll start with you, Dylan.
All right, and away we head as the players head to the voting booth for the final time in this game. The next time we see a vote, it will be from our jury as they crown a winner of Can You Survive? Tides of War. So, for the last time, we will head on over to our little tree shrub. And honestly, I'm really excited that I get to have tea time with y'all one more time during this portion of the game, because I thought we were about to do one of those things where they just like say it at tribal council and that's that. And I was going to be really sad if we couldn't hang out for a few minutes here. So thrilled that we kind of went through with that vote so that we can have a little chit chat before FTC. And do not worry, this is not the last time that we will get to talk, because once the jury is voting for a winner at the final tribal council later, myself and a special guest will take some time to analyze the speeches, analyze the jury questions, and, get to hang out with you again. So, okay, flipping to my handy dandy notebook page of the final four. Okay, so this may appear very cut and dry, and it very well might be, but it did not it just happened like a 1, 2, 3, and that's it. There was a lot going on behind the scenes, so I do still have a lot of squiggles, so I will try to get through them now. So let's see. So Kevin R. obviously viewed as a huge threat by Drew, Ave, and Dylan. His plan on that was to hype up Ave's threat level, saying that, he's super likable, he's a jury threat, and has a great story. Meanwhile, kind of trying to downplay, his extra vote move and all of the things he'd done behind the scenes. Sounds like potentially that was not a winning argument. Sorry. I feel like I hear a bunny rabbit behind me or something. That was so weird. Oh. Is there something in this bush? Sorry. Okay. Anyway, but I know that, so Drew with the immunity necklace felt like her best shot at winning the game was to vote Kevin R out. She feels he played the perfect game. And she, despite being, oh my God. Oh, it's like 2 dragonflies fighting in the air. Okay, sorry. Sorry, y'all. Okay. But basically, Drew is, has been super loyal to her rookies and Kevin R. and Dylan. And she said in her confessional this time around, the loyalty has to stop because I have to think about winning now. And I love that she felt that way because it's so true. Like, if you're not thinking about winning at the final four into the final three, then like, what are you doing out here? So I love that she realized that, had to, play her own game, do what's best for her. I know Kevin was approaching Drew and Dylan to pile votes on Ale. I know Drew was scared of a tie because Dylan was kind of the swing vote here and had to choose between Ale and Kevin R. And Drew was super, super worried that Dylan was going to tie it up and vote with Kevin R. for Ale and leave Drew and Ale voting for Kevin R. Drew felt that if that happened, that would look bad on her in this game. So let's see. Meanwhile, last vote, if you'll remember, Drew got the 2 votes that Cam did not receive, and Ale was the other vote for Drew. He was kind of looking over at the challenge field and seeing what was being built and thought, this challenge is built for her, and I maybe don't want her competing in it. Maybe we keep Cam. And obviously, he was correct because she won her way to the final 3. But like he said at Tribal Council just now, he personally would rather go out now than just be in the final with Kevin R. and lose to him. So I get it. You kind of got to swing for the fences if you want to, have a good case in front of the jury. And yeah, so again, Survivor never as, obvious or simple or easy as it seems. Always a lot of nuance, always a lot of motivations, and and yes, and always lots of bugs and things to startle me during tea time. But it's always worth it hanging out with y'all, no matter the weather, no matter the nature. All right, we are heading back into the final Tribal Council area now. Cam with these votes. So we will soon find out officially who our final 3 players will be at the FTC.
I'll get to the vote. First vote, Kevin. Second vote, Ale. Third vote, Kevin. Fourth vote, and the final member of our jury, Kevin.
Brought it up for me.
Of course. Kevin, the tribe has spoken.
All right, and we will make our way on out of the Tribal Council area with Kevin R., who is our last jury member. We're just going to make our way up this way. Maybe up towards that birch tree to your right. Yeah. Not really any shade cover, but All right, and as you might have guessed, we are still on the live stream. So once you kind of get settled here and get comfy and the players, I don't know, maybe we should take him further because they're probably gonna hang out there. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yeah, let's cross the bridge. I'll take you over to my little shady shrub and we can hang out there. We love the shady shrub. It's been very good to us, both me and the viewers. So it's up that hill, past that disc golf thing. Yeah. All right. We are moments away, viewers, from catching up with Kevin R., last player to be voted out of this game, making it all the way to the final four. All right, and you can probably hang out right here. Sean says you can make a left at the Fighting Dragonflies. Don't worry, the coast is now clear.
Beautiful.
And the floor is yours.
Oh, wow. Okay. First and foremost, I want to thank everybody who donated. Camp Kesem is a cause that's near and dear to my heart. I was grateful to be a counselor for them in college for a couple of years. For those who don't know, Camp Kesem is a camp for kids who have parents that have been affected by cancer, either in the past or present, and it's just a place for them to step away from life that's probably not very easy, and be around people who get it, and not just be the kid whose parents have cancer and receive that pity party. Instead, it's a place where people get it. And Kesem stands for magic. I forget in which language. And it was nice to help contribute to some of that magic here. So thank you again to everyone who donated, and thank you to I somehow conjured up a group chat of like 20 people who are watching, hopefully, and are talking about this. So I feel like I made them proud. I am proud of myself. And yeah, I don't want to run through all my gameplay this time. I feel like it speaks for myself, and I'm proud of how I did, and especially that endurance challenge. I wasn't always in good shape, and I think I carry some of that insecurity with me day to day. And to have a moment of validation for that, and a show that I want to genuinely be on, was incredible. I'm immensely thankful to all of my cast who have just been absolute gems. There's nobody that I felt like was difficult to talk to, and felt like I could connect with all these people and could be my full unadulterated self. And production also made that happen. So thank you to all of y'all. This is such an incredible experience that I'll never forget, and I wouldn't have it any other way. Except maybe winning, but I'll take fourth. I'll be your fallen angel.
Well, I'm so happy to hear that. And, you are a rookie, but it's almost like you've done this before, because you've answered 2 of my 3 questions for you.
Oops.
Way to go. No, love it. So just one more thing before I let you head off to Ponderosa. I would just love to know maybe something you learned about yourself in this game.
Absolutely nothing. No. Let me think on that. I'm not going to just say one, because I can't think of just one. This made me a lot more confident in just who I am and what I bring to the table. I think I undersell myself a lot, and I don't give myself much room for praise, and I don't celebrate myself, and instead I just punish myself by going for higher and higher goals. And that's why I do succeed, is because I push myself to those things in my day-to-day life, and I did that here. I set the standard for winning is the only option, and came a little short, but I learned that like I can really just do anything I put my mind to, and maybe it's minor delusion, but I think you have to be a little delusional to be successful in this life. You have to believe in yourself in all kind of circumstances, and to have that faith in myself, and a little moment to validate that a little bit was really nice. And then also just learn that I can go days without food. It really wasn't bad, which is like kind of shocking and also empowering for Survivor, the real thing. I've gotten a call back before, and I want to do the real thing. And I'm going straight home and redoing my audition tape, because they got to get me this next go around.
I love it. This is an excellent testing ground, and you had an incredible showing. Congratulations on a game very well played, and like you said, tons to be proud of about your time out here. Congratulations again, and we'll let you head off to Ponderosa, and we will see you shortly at the final Tribal Council.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kevin.
Great game. Thank you.
Wow.
Oh, you did so great.
Wow. All right. And with
You
that,
made me so proud.
the game is now almost at a close, and we will be doing a final Tribal Council. We're going to give the 3 finalists in Drew, Dylan, and Ale time to relax, gather themselves, get a bite to eat, and we will be bringing you final tribal council later on this afternoon. I will go ahead and post about it in the Facebook group once we have a time so that all of you can tune in for the exciting conclusion to Can You Survive Tides of War? And I would just like to thank all of you viewers, whether you viewed in and out, like whether you popped in and out or whether you are a faithful fan the entire time. We are so happy to have you here. So thank you so much. We love doing this for the players, and we also love doing this for all of you back home. Thanks again, and we will see you at the final Tribal Council.